Hello, everyone. This is James Nussbaumer, and we just finished up the webinar on our Twitter webinar, and some of the guests had asked me to go on just a little bit further about how Twitter has actually benefited me with the marketing of what I do with my craft and my business. Whatever your craft is, it has to be marketed, and I like to use Twitter. Now, first of all, let me explain for those of you that don't know who I am. I am the author of these two great books. The first one is called The Master of Everything, A Story of Mankind in the World of Illusion We Call Life, and the sequel, Mastering Your Own Spiritual Freedom. I write from the principles contained in A Course in Miracles that I'm just so fond of. But, I've got a third book on the way, and I got a great mainstream publisher, Ozark Mountain Publishing Company. But the author has to do some marketing work, and I have a system that I use that's in the link down below here for marketing my craft. And I teach other people how to market their craft through blogging and other types of content. And I use Twitter to get the word out, which is very good and a very, it's actually a free way of marketing your craft if you know how to do it. But first of all, unless you're someone very popular like Donald Trump and, the Hillary Clinton, who, with the president thing that was just going on, and unless you're like those or some famous Hollywood movie star or Tony Robbins, you're going to have to work at building in, your following with Twitter. Now, have you ever noticed, and many of you may be in this same predicament or situation, but you don't realize it, that your Twitter following is lopsided? What I mean by lopsided is that you are following more people than are following you. And that needs to get turned around. You want to have more people following you. In other words, you want to have your follower count up here and who's following you down below. And there's a very simple formula to do that I teach through the system that's at the link down below. But instead of slow and steady progression, though, with this, it's very simple to get your Twitter on the rise. But you have to treat your Twitter account kind of like brushing your teeth in the morning. You make it a habit where it's one of the first things that you do. Or, if you can't do that in the morning because of some other things going on, then maybe some time before you go to bed at night. It only takes a simple, maybe 15 to 30 minutes maximum, depending on how intense you get going with it, because it really can be an addiction once you get doing this. And you can really, if you make it your top priority for a month or two, a couple of months, just really get serious and create lots of content about what your craft is, just you being yourself, kind of like I'm talking to you right now. I'm being myself, I'm being natural. And if you were at my webinar, then you would know that too, that we had just finished here a little bit ago. But let me ask you, is your Twitter following pretty much the same as it was 6 months ago, 2 months ago? Really not going anywhere, maybe gaining a few followers a day or something like that, but you're only gaining them followers because you're following more people, and there goes who you're following rising, and who's following you stays down. So we need to turn that around, and it's very easy to do. So if you're getting tired of investing, all the time and energy into Twitter and never seeing any results, I urge you to click on the link below. In the marketing system that I use that has been helping many people generate huge residual incomes from their craft. And not only from their craft, but in the essence of marketing the system while marketing your craft. And I mean, every day residual income coming in, that what our followers are seeming to do. But you need to start creating some content about yourself and finding even newer ways to do just that. And as your Twitter rises, so will your engagements, and your business will take off. I can help you do this, like I'd said, when you join my team, where, like I'd said, many are earning huge residual incomes simply by following the simple instructions. Now, for example, of course I get book royalties from my books. When people buy my books, my publisher pays me a commission, which is a royalty on my books, but I market my books through the marketing system I'm trying to tell you about and explain to you right here. But in addition to my income from my books, I'm making an income, as an example, what I'm trying to explain to you and convince you to look into. I'm making income on the marketing system itself in addition to my book royalties. So no matter what your business is, mine just happens to be writing books. And by the way, I hope you pick up a copy and see what I'm about. But whatever it is that you do, even if you're a stay-at-home mom and you like to, make content about your kids and help other mothers, or if you're a lawyer or a doctor or a real estate financial advisor or a retiree just wanting to, send tweets out about the good old days or anything, whatever it is, this will benefit you. So the link is down below. If you're at this YouTube video, it's in the description box right there. If you are getting this in an email from me, this video, then you'll see the link plain to see right here because I'll point it out to you. But if you're getting this at a Twitter tweet, then the link is right there. If you're getting it on Facebook, just find the link, click on it, and don't be afraid. It'll take you, it's going to ask you for your email address. The only one that's going to see that is me. And by the time you're done watching the 7-minute video, when you go to your inbox, you'll see a friendly email from me. The only way you can access the video is to enter your email where it asks for that. So many had asked me in the webinar we just had for me to go over this. I hope that makes some sense. Give it a try, and I really hope that you'll look into this with an open mind. And I hope to see you on the inside, talking to me, chatting with me at another webinar, or where you and I are both sharing ideas. And I hope to get your Twitter following rising so your business rises. And I just am so fond on Twitter because it is the best way of all the social media, in my opinion, to excel your business and bring in new customers. Thanks for listening to me, everyone. God bless.